Today's workout is about the towel. It's going to work a little bit shoulder stability, shoulder mobility, and a little bit of spinal work as well. So, but all of that stuff has to come from a really strong center. So when we're standing, you want to really feel that lift out of your hips, the lift out of your pelvis, and a really strong, nice, solid core. Okay, so we're going to start with some shoulder shrugs. So let's have our feet in parallel. So try to pull your inner heels together so you kind of have that little bit of a wrap of the seat. And then from there, you're going to pull your big toe knuckles together so that you come into a parallel position, but it's active. So the inner thighs are working and your bum is working. Okay. Also, before you start, you want to have your towel by your feet or your band, whatever you need. Okay, that's better. All right, let's come to that position again. So heels together from the wrap of your seat and then pull your toes together. We're going to start with some shoulder shrugs. So we're going to inhale and we're going to lift the shoulders up towards the ears. And then exhale as we place them back down. Inhale, we lift the shoulders up to the ears. And exhale, place them back down. And again, inhale to lift. And exhale to lower. And inhale to lift, big inhale. Feel the backs of the ribs. And exhale. A couple more times, big inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Now with the shoulders placed on your back, so nothing is severe just yet, we'll get there in a little bit. Think about your head position. So think about the chin just pulling back a little bit or retracting with the throat. We're going to start with a little bit of a head turn. So holding your body, your shoulders and your rib cage as still as you can. We're going to look over the right shoulder. So your chin is just resting on a shelf for now. So there's no all the way. And then come back to center, look into the horizon, and then look over your left shoulder. And back to center, a couple more times, looking over the right shoulder. Make sure you come to center, refocus, and then look over your left shoulder. Come back to center, right shoulder, center, left shoulder, and you probably feel one side's tighter than the other. Okay, now we're going to take the ear towards the shoulder, so we'll start with the right ear. Oh, and center, and left, and center, and then this time as we go to the right, see if you can reach your left shoulder, your left armpit down, and center, and then to the left, and then think about pulling the right armpit, the right shoulder blade down and center, and one more each way, doing the same thing. Breathing through it, center, and now to the left, and reach the right shoulder blade, armpit down and center. Okay, from here we're going to do some shoulder rolls. So we're going to bring the shoulders forward. You'll feel your shoulder blades protract or widen across your back. You're going to lift them up to your ears. You're going to open up the chest as you squeeze your shoulder blades and then place them down on your back. So it's quite a considered movement. It's not arbitrary. We're going to pull them forward, lift them up, pull them back, and place them down. Pull them forward, lift them up, pull them back, place them down. One more this way. Forward, up, back, and down. And think about where your head is as well. Head and neck. Let's reverse. We go back, up, pull them forward, place them down. Press them back. Pull them forward. Pull them up. Pull them forward. Place them down. One more. Back, up, forward, and down. Okay, we're going to add in a little bit of a movement now. So we're going to do a plie, essentially a knee bend. Okay, so if I come side on, you still have your feet in parallel. And make sure that you're nice and lifted and you have that nice vertical pelvis. The hip points are pulling up. Maybe the tailbone is reaching down a little bit. We're going to start with the arms out to the side, and we're going to work with the breath, okay? So as we inhale, we're going to inhale and open the arms as we sit down. So we're going to inhale, sliding down the wall, exhale, press, tall, inhale, exhale, press tall. So the heels aren't coming up, they're reaching into the floor. Inhale, exhale. So you can see how those arms go up, the rib cage expands. So try to feel like as you're moving, you can feel that connection of the arms lifting as your rib cage expands. And one more, go out and then press tall as you exhale. Okay, we're gonna go to the front now. So we're gonna inhale, exhale, press and stand tall. Inhale, press and stand tall. Inhale. Last one, inhale and press, hold. Okay, we're gonna roll down now. So we're gonna come into that plie. So make sure your towel is within a distance that you can grab it when you get down to the bottom. Okay, so we're gonna bend the knees and you start to roll forward. So the rib cage is gonna pull in. So I'll go sideways so you can see, but you guys know this anyway. So we're gonna pull the rib cage in. Think about draping yourself over, and we're gonna come down. So really keep pulling the stomach up to the ceiling, the rib cage up to the ceiling. Keep bend the knees as much as you need to get your fingertips, whatever you can get down onto the mat to start with. The head is draped forward, it's draped down, sorry. So the crown of the head is reaching towards the mat. You're looking at your toes with your knees. Then from here, we're gonna extend the legs. So you're lifting your hips up to the ceiling. And then lift your hips up to the ceiling. Keep pulling your stomach in and up. Rib cage is lifted. And you're bending and straightening the leg, but it's coming from your hips. Like you're just sending your bottom up in the air. Should be easing off a little bit. Legs are still squeezing together. Last one, we're gonna hold it up there. Now we're gonna kind of feel like you're almost pulsing the upper body. So now you're gonna reach the top of the head towards the floor and press it away. Top of the head to the floor, press it away. Top of the head reaches to the floor and away. And a couple more. And away. Last one. And away. And then grab your towel while you're down here. Just take it with either hand and then bend the knees, pull the stomach in, roll up through the spine, stacking the pelvis, and then stacking the spine on top with your head coming last. Okay, so we have our towel. So the towel in Fletcher Pilates, so Ron Fletcher was what you consider an elder, and he developed a lot of this, and he considered the towel sort of an extension of your arms. So it's not like a separate piece of equipment. It is, as we're reaching it, it should be that it makes that sort of kinetic chain close, and that you're just reaching your arms. Now, if you have a towel, actually a big towel, and not like I used my toweling robe belt. If you have a towel, the best way is to twist it. So twisting it around, but you want to make sure that it's long enough. That's probably better, yeah, Andrea. Because I find the towel, so the Fletcher towels are very specific. The towel, a big towel, and when you roll it up is really hard to grip, okay? So we want to start with where our grip should be. So if you just fold your towel in half, or your robe or your belt or whatever you have, and you're going to take one end on your shoulder. I'll come a little bit closer so you can see. So we're taking one here on the shoulder, and the other one is going to go across. So you've got it doubled, and then it's about shoulder width. So the width of your back is a really great place to start out holding it. And then you're going to take the ends. Cool. Right. So come back to parallel if you come out of that. Now from here, we're going to start that breath again, so that when you pull, you're going to actually pull the towel. Now we talk about grip as well before I start, before I forget. Think about your pinky finger being a little bit more connected than your finger thumb. So when we pull from the pinky side of the finger, I think it was Romana called that your piano muscle. We talk about this a lot in my classes. This is what we want to think about. And your serratus anterior is the one that pulls the shoulder blade around the rib cage. So it's wrapping around the rib cage. So that's the idea when we pull the towel from there. You almost want to feel your shoulder blades come down and around. Hopefully you feel that. And it really kind of sets your shoulders. But just watch that the rib cage isn't thrusting forward. It shouldn't do, especially if you have your head posture in the right position. Okay, so holding the towel with the pinky fingers and making sure you're not hyperextending at the elbow. We're going to think about how the towel, again, is just an extension of us. So just going to start with the arms down by the sides, and we're going to go for a little bit of the breath again. So we're going to inhale and pull the towel tight. Exhale, release. Inhale, pull the towel tight. Knuckles are facing down. Exhale, release. Inhale, pull. Exhale, release. One more inhale, pull. Now hold it here. And we're going to take this from up to the chest height. So we're going to, like you're slicing the towel through the air. So we're still pulling it tight, and then press it down. And pull it tight. And press it down. Sorry, I lost my grip. There it is. And pull it tight. And press it down. And pull tight. Press it down. And one more, pull it tight and press it down. Okay, so this time we're going to take it to chest height, or now we're going to take it overhead. So I'm going to step back a little bit. I think you'll lose my towel, but hopefully you can still get the idea. Okay, so from here, we're going to take the arms overhead. So you're still pulling tight. Now this is a real great position where you really want to feel those shoulder blades wrapping. Okay, so we're not up here. You're using those muscles to pull the shoulder blades around the rib cage, and that's where we want to be. Are you okay with that? So now we're going to go from chest height to overhead, using that nice wrap of the shoulder blades. So we go from chest to overhead, chest to overhead, and chest, overhead. And your shoulders, maybe they're getting a little bit achy because you're using muscles. Overhead. And this last one, we're going to stay overhead. Now we're going to bend the elbows wide, and they don't do what I'm doing. I'm coming down so you can see my towel. But you're going to bend the elbows wide, and the towel is going to hopefully come right on top of your head. So we press up and you pull the elbows wide. We okay with that? Press out, press up, pull the elbows wide. Press up, pull the elbows wide. So the crown, the towel is coming right onto the top of your head. And anyone should be feeling this in their shoulders by now. And we'll go one more, press the towel up, and then press it all the way down towards your hips. Release the towel for a second. And we're just going to do some little shoulder shrugs to release that off. So we're going to lift and release them down. And lift, and place them down, and lift, and place them down. And one more, lift, and place them down. Okay, from here, pull the towel taut again. Feel that pinky finger engagement, the knuckles reaching down. We're going to take the towel to chest height again. We keep pulling. Now you're going to pull the elbows wide. It's like you're doing a rub, and then press them forward. So the elbows are coming kind of in line with your body, maybe a little bit behind, and press them forward. Still think about where your shoulder placement is. So the shoulders are pulling, not pulling, but you should feel them placed on your back and down. And keep that towel nice and taut, pulling from your pinky fingers, and reach, and pull, and reach, and pull, and reach, and last one, pull, and reach. This time we're going to pull and hold it, and we're going to rotate the elbow points down. So you're pulling the elbow points down, and then taking them back to horizontal. Pull the elbow points down, and horizontal. Keep that nice lift of the spine. Don't just sag, working the whole body. Figure out where your head is, so that neck should be retracted. There shouldn't be no any chin pokers. Just a gentle reminder. Now hold it here with the elbow points down, and we're going to reach the arms up. Now we're going to start to pull towards the chest. So we're pulling the elbows wide, and it comes to the chest. And up. Pull down to the chest, and press it up. Pull down to the chest. Press it up. Pull down to your chest, and press it up. We're going to go towards the back now. Pull down. So now you're coming back. So it's coming to your upper back. Press it up. Hold your upper back. Press it up. Hold your upper back. Press it up. And we're going to alternate, but we're going to add in a little bit of a cervical extension, well, cervical movement here. So as we pull the towel towards our chest, we're going to open the throat and stretch out the front of our neck. Now make sure you're not hyperextending. Keep everything nice and tight. You hold in, and then we press it up. Pull towards your upper back, and you're going to nod your chin towards your chest. Again, just try not to let anything move. The rib cage is staying nice and everything's really pulled in through your center. And we go up. So we pull to the chest, open your throat. Reach up, pull to your back, chin to chest. Press it up, chest, open throat, up, back, chin to chest. One more each way. And then press the arms up, and then take them down. And let's do some more, do a shoulder roll this time. So we're going to pull the arms forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, down, forward, up, back, and down, and reverse, back, up, forward, down, back, up, forward, down, and down. Okay, so pull the elbows tight again. Sorry, pull your towel tight again. And then we're going to take the arms up overhead. Now you're gonna bend the elbows, but the towel is going to kind of make a little drapey behind your back. So it's like in a U shape, and you're here. Okay? So then you're going to pull the elbows forward, and you get a little bit of a rounding of your upper back, and then press them back out to the side. So we're going to pull them forward, get a little bit of that nice stretch, and then press them out. So we pull them forward and press. And it should feel quite nice. It does for me anyway. Press them out to the side. And one more. Pull them forward and press them out to the side. From here, pull the towel taut and press it up overhead. Now from here, we're going to go, sorry, she knows, we're going to go into a side bend, but we're going to lead with the hips. Okay, so set the shoulders on the back. Feel that wrap of them coming around your shoulder, your rib cage. And then let's start with the right hip. So the right hip is going to go out to the side. And then come back to center. The left hip. Back to center. So the crown of the head is staying right in the center. Your shoulders are set. You're still gently pulling this towel. And center. And back to center. So let's exhale and reach the hips. Inhale to center. Exhale. Center. Let's hold it on the left here and do some pulses. So we're going to pulse the hips out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it back to center. Other side. The right hip. Pulse 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're going to add on. Anyone's shoulders absolutely murdering them right now. Come on, guys. We're working the upper back here. Okay, we're going to reach over to the side. We're going to round forward. So if you bring, you're coming into a little bit of a contracted position. You're still squeezing your bottom. You go over to the side. We round forward. Come over to the other side and stand tall. Go over to the left. Round it forward. Over to the right. And stand up tall. Reverse. One more each direction, and then I promise you we can lower your arms, although I think most of you already have. Back to center, and then lower your arms. And then we'll go for some shoulder shrugs. So lift the shoulders up and exhale, press them down. Inhale up, exhale, press them down. Lift and lower. And last one, lift and lower. Okay, we're going to work into the posterior range of movement now. So the arms are going to go overhead and at the back of the body. So everything we've done so far has been at the front of the body. We're going to work the back of the body a little bit and then do some more full range of motion type stuff. So at any point it feels a little bit nippy because this is where you can, don't force yourself, and really make sure that you're not locking out your elbows. Okay, so find that nice grip again. The legs are still squeezing together. Sorry, my nose is running. So that time of year. And then take the arms up overhead. And then you're going to reach the arms back. So mine are going really small overhead, but they are going back. And then we go forward, press it back, and forward. So do what you can. Watch the ribs, watch your head. And then we've got one more. We're going to press it back, and you're going to hold it so it's behind the head a little bit. And then you're going to bend the elbows so that you're coming into like a W shape. And then we're going to press it up. So it's like V and W. We've done this on the foam roller the other week. So we're going to pull the elbows and press up. It's also chicken wings. Is 5 times. And press. And last 2. And press. And last 1. And press. Okay, right from here, we're going to come to the chest. We come to overhead. We reach it back to the chest. Overhead and reach it back to the chest. Overhead, reach it back. Last one, chest. All the way over, and we're going to hold it here and you go little pulses. We're going to pulse for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then come all the way down. Okay, we're just going to round forward a little bit and then stand up. So we're just rounding now. So round the shoulders and then stand up. Round the shoulders and then stand tall. Last one, round and stand tall. Okay. So now, if you can, so I'm going to show you, hopefully you can see, as I take this overhead, okay, I cannot today get my arms all the way back. I'm hoping to in a little bit, but right now, because we just started working on the posterior movement, I'm going to bend my elbows and then take it back. Do you see that? So I'll do it again. So you press it back, I bend my elbows, So then I can rotate. Got that? Yeah, awesome. Okay, so now it's down by our pelvis, so just underneath the bum. Okay, so if you need to change your grip a little bit, you shouldn't have to, but if you need to. So keep finding that lift through your center. You're lifting up out of the hips. Now we're going to take it back behind us this way. So we're going to press it back and pull down and press it back and pull down. Watch the rib cage from sticking out. Watch where your head is as well. Press it back. Reach. One more. Press it back and lift it up. Hold it. We're going to pulse here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Now we're going to go for full range of motion. So if you need to bend the elbows to get it over, that's okay. You can also go a little bit wider on your grip if you need to. Do not do this if it doesn't feel right. Make sure you're still pulling from your pinky finger and not your thumb and index finger. Okay, so from here, keep lifting up through your center. We're going to inhale the arms up, exhale to take them back. Inhale up, exhale to press down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more, back and the front. And let's go for some, either whatever you want to do, shoulder shrugs or some rolls, whichever feels nicer to you. I'm going to do a shoulder roll. I'm going to go forward and then back. Those looked really good. Hopefully they felt okay and they weren't too nippy. All right, we're going to take our feet out into what is called second position. So it's a little bit wider. So from your parallel legs, we're going to lift the toes. Lift the toes, take the feet out. Lift the heels, lift the toes, lift the heels, and the last one, lift the toes, and you should be in a pretty good stance, wide stance. So the feet are slightly turned out. You're still lifting everything up through your center. You're lifting up out of your hips. Okay, we're going to do some side bends here, so a little bit more like a side to side. So we're going to take the arms up. Let's start again. Sorry, that was my bad. Okay, let's find that really good shoulder position. So feel that little bit of a wrap with the shoulders. You're pulling from your pinky fingers. Now take the arms up overhead. Make sure you still set the shoulders. So feel those shoulder blades coming round the rib cage. And we're going to start over to the right. So we're going to side bend over to the right. You got a nice, strong, stable legs. And then up to center. Exhale over to the left and inhale up to center and exhale and inhale, exhale and inhale, exhale and up, and keep going up. Center, one more to the left, and center. So you started on the right. Yeah, we're good. Press the arms all the way down. Just a little shoulder shrug, release, and release. Okay, we're gonna do some twisting. So we're gonna take the arms out in front, pull the towel tight with the baby finger, and we're gonna twist it chest height. Now, try not to let the pelvis come with you. So this is a twist. I almost feel like the pelvis has to pull back in opposition. So let's twist to the right first. So we twist to the right. Now the nose is staying right in the center of your towel. Come back to center, over to your left. To center. Exhale, twist. Center. Exhale, twist. Inhale to center. One more, exhale, twist, center, and to your left, and to the center. Okay, we're gonna add on. So this time we're gonna twist. You're gonna lift your arms overhead, and you're gonna untwist. Press the arms down. Twist to the left. Arms go overhead. Untwist to the center. Press your arms down. Oh, we're getting fancy now. Twist. Lift the arms. Untwist to center. Press the arms down. Twist to the left. Lift the arms overhead. Untwist to center. Press the arms down. One more. Twist. Lift. Untwist. Press down. Twist. Lift. Untwist. Press down. Okay, we're going to twist overhead now to take the arms up. Twist. Ooh, center. And twist to your left. And center. Those inner thighs should be working overtime right now. Try not to lock your knees out. Don't lock your elbows out. Center. Left. Center. Last one. Right. Center. Left. And center. And place the arms down. Let's do some shoulder rolls to release off. And then reverse. Okay, so we're going to add in a little bit of a spinal movement now. So we're going to take the arms back up. So you're in this position, and then we're going to round forward. So I'll just show you. Then we roll up, and then reach the arms overhead. So from this position, you're in a nice, strong, solid, almost like an X. And then we're going to round forward. So pull the chest in, round forward. Bend the knees if you need to. In fact, let's all bend the knees. Feels much nicer. And then straighten the legs, pull the towel taut, and press it overhead. So let's do that again. So let's go plie first, wide plie. Round. This feels much nicer. Press the legs straight, and then roll up. So you can either, let me just make this is making sense. So you can either plie, round forward, and then round up with bent legs, and then you come to straight at the top and reach the arms, or you can round down, straighten your legs, and then round up from here. So whichever feels nicer to you. This morning for me, my body is saying keep my knees bent. I went for a straight leg and I didn't like it, okay? So you do you. You've got options now, so here we go. From here, we plie, round, and back to that X position. Plie, round, roll up, and press. Plie, round, and stand. One more. Take it to the X. Plie, round, contract in, pull into yourself, and then roll up, up, up. Okay. The next one is like circle. It's called, I believe it's called a hallelujah circle. I don't really understand it totally to teach it. The whole movement, it gets quite flowy and there's a lot of choreography with it, but we are going to do a little bit of the prep. Okay, so can you guys see me okay? I feel like I'm really far away, but I was trying to get my whole body in, and the way Zoom works with being in a panoramic view as opposed, or landscape as opposed to the vertical, it's not great. So we're going to start still in that wide position. We'll start with the left hand on the back of your hip, so back of the pelvis. So I'm here, okay? Like I'm going to do some sort of like, ha-ha, okay? I don't know why I did that because we were recording, but anyway. Okay, so blast it out here. And then it's like you're going to wind it back. So you're kind of opening up the chest and you're going to follow it with the gaze and then come forward. And then again, press it back. Open up the shoulder, open up the chest, and then come back. Press it back. Open. And in. Press it back. And in. Last time, open it up. So you're still trying to keep your hips square and fighting it. But this hip it's not trying to come back and trying to keep it forward. And center. Okay, we're going to add on. So think of like this as winding up the movement. Then you're going to sweep around. And you come into this. Sorry, you come into this. Start again. Sweep around. Open it up. We reach and center. Everyone's like, right. Open it up. This arm reaches. So here I am. Open, reach, center. Okay, we'll do that one more time. Open it up. So you're here. This hand that's on your hip reaches forward, so you're coming into a side bend. Up. Other way. Round in the middle. And restack. Open. Side bend. Up to center. Side bend. Round. And roll up. Good? One more. Open. Reach. Overhead. Side bend. Contract in the center. And either roll up with the hands low or roll up with the hands high. And then come back down. One more. Then we'll go to the other side just as we've got this one. Open. Reach. Center. Side bend. Contract. And roll up. Okay, let's switch sides. So we're going to start with this movement. Okay, so you're just winding up. So I'm going to open up the chest. Open up the chest. Open up the chest. A couple more. Follow with your eyes. I'm just watching you guys. Last one. Okay, now we're going to add on. So we're going to wind up the movement. This arm reaches. We're in a side bend. Come to center. Side bend over. Round in the center. And roll up. Okay, so reach it around. Open it up. Side bend. Overhead. Side bend. Round and center. Feeling. There's too much going on, isn't there? Open, side bend, up, side bend, round in the center, and stand tall. Yes. Okay. I was gonna add those all together, but I kind of feel like that's probably a little bit too much. So, okay, let's do a little bit. So this is you're gonna work a little bit of the posterior extension here. So do what you can. This is, we're gonna start with the hands on the knees. Hands on the knees. So we're in that wide position and you're rounded. It's almost like you got a big bowl of something on the floor here and you're protecting it. I've heard somebody say like you're protecting your eggs like a mother hen or something. Okay, so we're here in this rounded position. And from here, let's go. We're going to open up to the side. So I'm going to take my left hand and I'm going to open up. And the legs straighten. And then we come back. So we'll go to the left again. Legs straighten. And you're here. Yes, guys. And let's go one more to that side. Straighten the legs. And you open up. And come back to center. Other side. So now my left hand is going to stay on my knee and my right hand is going to go overhead and then come into a side bend. Okay, so my legs straighten. I'm rounded. Straighten. Yes. And last one on this side. And straighten. Okay, now we're going to add in a little bit of the posterior movement. So from here, take your right hand is going to stay on your knee. We're going to go into that left side. Now from here, if you want to, you can add in a little bit of external rotation, like you're opening up your armpit and the arm comes behind you. And then we come back. Other side, straighten, open up, back to center, rounded, other side, open, center. Yeah. Last one to this side, open up, and back to center. And then from here, round up, round up, round up. Lift the toes, pull the feet in. Lift the heels, pull them in. Lift the toes, pull them in, heels in, toes. You're back into parallel. Okay, now we're gonna do something like a little bit like a propeller or a helicopter or a windmill or something like that. So we're back into that same position with the hands. The knuckles are reaching down. So it's gonna be like this. So one hand is in the top and one hand is in the bottom. Okay, so we're in a perfect line and then we switch and switch and switch, switch. So we're just working another movement in the shoulder. And let's go 4, 4, 3, 3, 2. Where's your head? 2. Neck, ribs, 1, 1. Come back to center and lower the arms. Okay, so we've got 15 minutes left. Hopefully everyone's shoulders are feeling like they have a lot of blood flowing towards them. Mine definitely do. And hopefully you feel a little bit more released in that neck and shoulder area. We're going to come down onto the mat. We are technically finished with our towel work, but it's really nice to see how you can relate this to some of your mat work. So come down onto your mat and take your towel with you or your band or whatever you have. So take it at a half width. So fold your towel in half or your belt or whatever you have, and then make sure your arms are at shoulder distance, okay? So they're not too wide and they're not too narrow, okay? Or you can have it in single width and you can still keep your hands in that position. It just, if you fold in half, you've not got too much to tail end on either side, okay? So we're in this position. Excellent. So we're going to roll down onto the mat and then we're going to come into our hundreds position. Okay, so hold the towel taut with the pinky finger, little shoulders wrap onto your rib cage. So we're kind of placing them down on the back again and then wrapping them around the ribs. And then from here, we're going to roll down with control. You're pulling this tight. And come all the way down. Okay, from here, you're gonna can either bend your knees and get the towel over so it comes underneath your bum, or you can just let go of one end and grab it from the other side. So it's up to you, depends how tight you're feeling. Okay, so we're still pulling it tight, and as you pull this tight, this is a really great feedback. Hopefully you can feel how it kind of sets the shoulder blades a little bit wider, and they're still pulling around that rib cage. We're going to drop the low ribs. Okay, so we're still pulling it. Where's your head? Feel like you can lengthen through the back of the neck, scoop your throat. Now we're going to drop the rib cage down. You're going to lift your upper back. You're still pulling the towel taut. From here, you're going to take the legs into tabletop and you can either keep it here or you can extend up to the ceiling, up to you. And we're gonna pump the arms from here. I should really feel how it's definitely an arm pump from the back of the body as opposed to the front of the body. So you're reaching from your armpits, you feel the shoulder blades on your back, and there should be nothing going on in your pecs or your chest or anything like that. Keep going, breathing, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. 3 more sets. Inhale, exhale, 2. The last set, big inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. Bend the knees, lower the head, and place the feet back down. From here, pull the knees into your chest and take the towel over your body and come back up. Right. We've got a roll up. So hopefully that felt a little bit different than you just arbitrarily pumping your arms into space type of thing, into thin air. And that this way there's a purpose to how we're pumping the arms, and you can really feel it when you have that idea of pulling from your shoulder blades and your upper back. Okay, we're gonna go into a roll up. If you know that you're particularly nippy or sticky or tight in your back today, and you wanna start from the top, you can do, and you can do a half roll back. In fact, you know what, let's all start with a half roll back. So let's come up to seated. Let's flex the feet, dig the heels down into your mat, and then feel like you're pulling your heels towards your bottom. Reach the arms out in front, pull from your pinky finger, set your shoulder blades on your back, and then pull them around your rib cage. So you want to reach forward a little bit. So you feel a little bit rounded in your upper back. Pull the chin in, lift for the roof of the mouth up to the ceiling. Start to pull your hip points back away from your thigh bones as your tailbone reaches towards your heels. And slowly roll all the way down, maybe to the back of the pelvis, and then come right back up. So you're just going to wherever you can, and keep rounding forward, almost like you're trying to reach the crown of the head towards your towel as you pull your waist back, and then keep going and roll down. And if you want to go all the way down, you can. Otherwise, keep it to wherever you know you can control it. Keep pulling the towel taut. Now, if we're going to extend the legs on the next one, if you can, so reach the legs long. The crown of the head is reaching towards the towel. I'm pulling my stomach in as I reach further. We all there? Yeah. Now wrap the towel around the front of your feet. Sorry, the bottom of your feet, not the front of your feet. Make sure you've got your big toe and little toe pressing into it. Your feet are firmly flexed, elbows high and wide, and you're going to pull your waist back from the towel. So keep pulling your belly button back as you kind of reach your top of your head, the crown of your head, forward. Breathe deeply. Breathe into the back ribs and exhale into your low back. One more, inhale into the back ribs. Exhale into your low back. Release the towel. Pull it taut again from your baby finger, and then roll down. Squeeze the legs, squeeze your bum. Reach the tailbone. Slowly roll down. Reach the arms overhead. Keep the rib cage connected. Hopefully you go a little bit lower. You're just opening up your arms, all being controlled by your rib cage, and you have done in the past, because we certainly have warmed the shoulders up today. Press the arms up to the ceiling. Lift the head through the frame of your arms. Get the legs working and roll up. Round forward, drop the head like you're reaching into the towel. Keep pulling. And we've got one more. We're going to stay down there. Roll it back. Slow and controlled. Gently pulling the towel. Excellent. Reach the arms overhead. Keep the low ribs connected. And then press the arms all the way down. We're going to finish hopefully with a single leg circle, maybe with a rolling like a ball. So pull the knees into your chest again, and then place it back underneath your bottom and extend the legs. So you're reaching, the towel should be maybe right in your gluteal fold or your fast, depending on how long your arms are. And let's press the left leg down. Remember, you can always have it bent if you need to. The left leg's going to press down. And we're going to take the right knee above the right hip. So you're just in a tabletop position. Now let's set the arms and the shoulders again. So find your nice head position. So feel like you're scooping your throat. The low ribs are pressing, and you're pulling your towel from your pinky finger. So you're setting your shoulders. You've got a little bit of chest expansion going on. We're going to extend the leg up to where you can. Doesn't need to go straight. Now we're going to go for our circles. We'll go for 5 in each direction. We go across the body towards the left shoulder, down around to the left shoulder, and back to center. Sorry, right shoulder. Left shoulder, down around, right shoulder, and to your nose. Across, down, around, and up. Across, down, around, and up. Cross, down, around, and up. And let's do one more, because we can. And reverse. Out to your shoulder, down, across your body to your left shoulder, and center. And 4 more. Out, down, across and up. Out, down, across and up. Out, down, across and up. Last one, across and up. Place that foot down. Place that leg down. Okay, other side. Release your grip if you need to. Hold the towel taut. Bend the knee over the hip. Extend the leg. Find your shoulders. Find your head position. Find your baby ribs. And your right leg's working overtime so your left leg can move freely. Here we go. Across, down, around, and up. Across, down, around, and up. 3 more. 2. Last one. And reverse. Out, down, across, and up. Up, down, across, and up. 3 more. 2. And 1. And then bend the knee in and place it down. Bend both knees. Lift your hips and pull the towel out. From here, let's roll up, lean up, sit up. Pray to roll up. And reach. Let's do one little roll. Let's do 3 rolling like a ball to finish, and then we'll do some quick little wrist and finger movement to release the hands off from all the grippy. All right, so I quite like this. Just think of this as a little bit more of a massage of the spine and less about a perfect rolling like a ball. So we're going to place the towel underneath our feet. So I'm placing the towel between my feet, under my feet. My elbows are high and wide so that my shoulder blades are wide on my back. I'm still lifting the up of my throat up to the ceiling. So I still have that nice lift, and I'm still pulling my stomach in and up. But my shoulders are definitely rounded. Okay, from here, find that balanced position. Keep the elbows wide, keep the shoulder blades wide, and let's roll back. Yes, guys. One more. And release the towel.